Hello, family, friends, fans, and fellow adventurers. Welcome back. It's Practical Heroes! We back with our second flagship campaign, The Sands of Syldaris. As you may have noticed, we are down a Mura today. It is okay. We will try and find a way to get through it without Mura. We will be fine. Steph has some stuff to deal with, so it's all good. So, Sands of Syldaris. Last time, you guys stepped into the tipping tankard atop the Dunecrosser, letting the city's great stabilizer gear, whistling taps, and clockwork trays set the rhythm of your arrival. A halfling barkeep with some brass prosthetic fingers welcomed you to rooms on the swaying balcony and drinks that slid down the bar with every stride, with one rule: if it spills, you're buying. You mingled, you swapped tall tales with a gnome tactician who dreamed up cold guns for dragons, and stirred the crowd when Chester spun a warning tale about honey-tongued sun preachers. The room erupted into chaos and debate as they asked you for your stories of travel. They traded rumours of surveyors drawing endless circles in the dust, a shadow that blotted the sun, and preachers who no longer needed to shout because the people of the city already listened. Leaving Rip to keep his ears open, you leaned into your bait plan and went for a spa day at the Gilded Steam Retreat. The place was all warm stone, chiming wind bells, and tiered pools. There was the brass basin, the whisper pool, and the sunwell. Linger's careful eye found layered enchantments in the waters, subtle compulsions laced long ago to help people relax, alongside something more recent added on top of the sunwell. Mura slipped into the brass basin and felt genuine refreshment, while Linger drifted in the whisper pool among soft illusions of calmer memories, and even glimpsed a young Syldaris speaking with a small creature not unlike her own Rip. In the gleaming sunwell, a familiar figure sprawled like a king. Chester's uncle, the Contraptionaire, all monocle, top hat, and swagger. His eyes were a little more glazed than usual, and Linger took his hand and quietly unraveled the compulsion that clouded his mind. Freed from the suggestion spell, he confessed that a polite, well-paying, sunny client had commissioned climbing boots, rope launchers, and pop-open delivery orbs, perfect tools for covert boarding and sabotage, while keeping him discreet and close. You warned him that these clients were very likely to be cultists that you were following. He agreed to leave the city as soon as he was able. After a brief detour through the spa's pressure rooms, where Mura discovered that experimental meant being tumble-dried by steam, you escorted the Contraptionaire to a private chamber, where Linger traced a circle, and with a flourish mid-sentence, the Contraptionaire vanished to safety in your tower. Only later did Chester find his uncle's pocket watch tucked into his coat, a clever trinket that can snuff nearby magic in a quick pulse, a small parting gift to help you break the cult's hold. With word sent to the Stride Concordance and a message sent to Urvir, you turned towards the Hanging Gardens, ready to meet with your green tiefling friend and let the Hierophant's network potentially take the bait. So, as you guys switch over to the town music and finish getting dressed again after the spa, is there anything you would like to do as you set off for the Hanging Gardens, or are you just beelining straight to them?
Can I keep my eyes peeled without seeming to keep my eyes peeled for possible attack?
Yeah, you can keep your eyes peeled. You can give me a perception check.
Lucky 8. which is lucky 7 plus 1, so extra luck.
You don't notice anyone kind of following or looking like they're waiting in ambush as you walk through the city. I imagine part of it with the 8 is Chester's mind still kind of wondering about what other things his uncle may have gotten himself mixed up in, given that he has found himself dealing with this cult of the sun god. So as much as Chester is keeping an eye out, he's probably a little bit distracted, and that's why we've only got an 8.
Okay. If I haven't already, I should probably summon Rip back, because I know we left him to, like, just hang out and listen, I think.
Yes. So Rip appears wherever you summon him, already just patiently waiting, holding out a small notebook for you.
All right, then, okay, that's fine. So, knowing how he is, we'll summon him back. She'll have her tail in front of her, kind of arched over, so that there's like a nice little bench for him to pop up on, so that he can give us some news.
Yeah, he kind of like turns the notepad round to face you, like he's doing a presentation, flips open the cover, and in like perfect calligraphy, you can see like
That's my boy.
notes on eavesdropping on the people in the tavern. Wasn't very hard.
Imagine not.
And he starts kind of flipping through various pages in the notebook. There's a couple of silly drawings where you can see like people were having fairly standard conversations or talking about inventions. So there's a lot of drawings of like gnomes accidentally scorching themselves or having experiments blow up in their face. Some of them are like you flip through the pages quickly and it's like animated. He's made a little flip book out of some of them, and he is very proud.
I like this one where he
gnomes.
blows up and it spins away. That's a lovely effect.
You can see one of them try to make like a broom of flying but mechanical, and instead it just kind of started smacking the shit out of him instead of flying, and that one's over the space of about 20 pages of this gnome being smacked by a broom. But eventually, he does start kind of flipping to pages of a bit more writing. He reports back to you there have been a couple of reports of people hearing noises kind of coming through like pipes, ventilation, that sort of thing. So not necessarily as if someone's hiding out in the pipes, but like if someone's in a connected area, the sound can travel through pipes and vents and things like that. There's a couple of reports of kind of hearing chanting in some of the lower sections of the Dunecrosser where maintenance is carried out, but no one's been able to actually find or locate. And a lot of people are just kind of putting it down to these strange, bizarre cultists leaving spells around or leaving mechanical objects that can produce sounds like an artificer can.
Magic mouth, maybe.
And things like
I don't know
magic
why.
mouth.
The way you worded that, it made me think of like little kids just leaving their toys everywhere. These cultists are just leaving their Hot Wheels all over the place.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Can't. They're always rolling out from underneath the steamers and the boilers. And stepped on a Lego last night. I mean, God.
Well, there's Lego everywhere in the Dunecrosser.
Oh God. The
By
Dunecrosser
the
is made
couch.
out of Lego.
You just look
Yeah,
by
one
the
wrong
couch
step
and
and
there's
it's
just Nerf darts
fucked.
everywhere.
That is actually still true in my house.
Who doesn't
Yeah.
love a good Nerf gun? It's Nerf or
cats
nothing, really.
Freaking love Nerf guns. All right, well, everyone got to witness the animated part. So
yeah,
they're good
he's very
there.
much like proudly displaying to everyone.
Yeah.
I even.
Yeah. But then because it is
The
very
notes are
tiny
more linger
script,
speed.
Linger will just kind of summarize them for everybody. So there's rumors of sounds coming through the pipes, which isn't completely unheard of because this is a very close community. However, as they are wont to do, there appears to potentially be some cultist activity down in the maintenance area due to the reports of chanting. So either a cheer team or the cultists are down in.
Yeah, it's actually the Dunecrosser cheerleaders practice down there.
Yes. Yeah. So I think if we want to investigate that later, it's a win for us either way.
Yeah.
So we
See
need
what
to-
Ilva has to say. Maybe some of our contacts, shall we say, in the underground, shall we say. I'm doing air quotes here.
Right.
Might know of things happening, under the surface, as it were.
Well, at least we have a direction to point over in.
Yeah.
So, and then she'll lift her tail so that Rip can do like a jumpy flip thing up to her horns, where he takes his usual post, and then she's ready to go.
Every now and then, just keeps turning around to show the others the flip book again. Cool. Is there anything else you guys are doing on the way, or?
I don't really need to say I'm on the lookout because I just have alert, so I'm just always on the lookout.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Do we have to stop periodically so that people can get quick sketches with Warden because he looks so cool? So it's kind of like how I imagine Hollywood Walk or Times Square is, where people are stopping and like, oh my god, can I get a picture with Spider-Man? And then he gets like a gold coin per sketch.
Get
It's
lot
a
of
donation,
kind of
it's a donation. You're not allowed to ask.
looks. A lot of people do kind of come up and talk to you while you're walking. Like it's a very similar thing that these gnomes and these halflings do in general anyway. Some of them will sometimes come out with this massive invention that's really cool, but they're still busy people, and this whole city has basically learnt to like do this on the go. You kind of come up alongside them while they're walking, you be respectful about it. If they say no, you leave. If they engage you in conversation, you have your couple of little sentences, find out what you need, you say thank you, you say goodbye, and off you go to try and do it yourself. But there are quite a few interested parties kind of discussing with Warden how kind of like lightweight everything seems and how easily he seems to be moving. You see a couple of them like catch notice of the docent in your eye and kind of question you about that a little bit here and there. And I will say, Warden, if you want to give me a perception check.
Alright.
One of the gnomes stabs you in the neck.
Die
Somehow.
right now. I'll be right back. I'm listening.
His dagger breaks.
7.
He's like 2 foot tall, but he manages it.
Now there's the
cool.
lucky
Yeah,
7
so
we were looking for.
you do have like, because of the alert feat, you do have that uneasy feeling like someone's maybe watching or you're being followed, but you can't see, similar to Chester, any kind of signs of it or anything. But you do kind of have that like uneasy feeling, and you can see it like the docent as well as giving you occasional warnings of like, I don't know, man, it feels like something's watching you.
Dude, that's not making me feel better. Why?
I don't know,
Why you gotta
man.
be like
Gotta
that?
watch your back.
Uh.
And it is like trying to help you scan for this, but for some reason you just can't really put your finger on it or find anything.
I feel like somebody's trying to sell me something.
Oh goodness. If you say
But eventually-
something, Linger can look around, but otherwise she's, she's not really the looky around her.
Hmm. I don't know, I think Warren's just gonna keep
That's fair.
looking around
She'll-
well.
We all know that she's much more locally focused with her +1 in perception. So it really is a last ditch, maybe?
Yeah, I think Mira's the best at it, to be honest.
I can roll one for Mura if you want.
Or, what is the explanation we're giving for...
She's with you for now, and then I have something for this, don't worry.
Okay.
So if you want me to roll a
Then,
perception for Mura, I can do that now with her +7.
Yeah, let's do that.
If I do show rolls. Hiya!
That's just her ADHD always, head on
Wow,
a swivel.
15.
Mm.
Everyone rolling low today. But that +7 really doing some bits.
Mm-hmm.
I think kind of about halfway through, Mura kind of taps on Warden's arm and points off, and you can see kind of in one of the alleyways between some buildings is one of those preacher looking folk looking a bit shifty in the alley, looking at you guys, and the second they see two of you turning to look, they immediately turn around and disappear back off into the alley.
Well, it's what we want, so what's up, bud?
Good.
And eventually, you make your way to the Hanging Gardens, and you see Urvir standing there in full green tiefling form with his hat of disguise still on his head, but now kind of made to look like a large floppy sun hat, keeping the sun off of him. And as you guys approach, he kind of turns and tosses a brass wafer. It's like a type of small spring-loaded valve. I've been looking up different mechanical parts for the Dunecrosser section, and this is called a wafer. And he kind of tosses it to Chester, purely because Chester has the longest arms, so even if he screws up the throw, Chester can catch. And you can see kind of etched onto it is this half sun symbol split by the teeth of a gear.
Right, amazing.
Almost
well, there are nipples in
yes,
hardware, so the teeth.
almost kind of half sun, half gear. And he throws it to Chester, and we found this on 3 dead zealots and 1 very alive preacher.
Most interesting.
Yes.
Do I know what it is? I'm gonna pretend like I do, but do I?
It just kind of looks like it's the sort of thing where, I mean, you'd know these sorts of tokens and that sort of thing. It just looks like it's something that these cultists potentially, or the preachers, have to show, even if they're not in the cult robes or the preacher robes, that they are still part of the group.
It's like a commemorative coin. I'm in the club.
Yes.
Okay,
Chester,
gonna...
with all of his Thieves Guild experience, is probably quite familiar with these sorts of things. There'd be loads of different guilds, how the Runestone Forge have a little runestone that shows that you're part of the group. Exactly the same type deal.
Should we get something like this for us?
Oh, okay. I was gonna say we should each have one of these. It could come.
Well,
in handy.
that
I'll
too,
keep one.
but
Here, you guys have these. But yes to both questions.
And
like,
then,
do we want
if you
pins or
hold them out,
coins
you
or
can shout it's
rings?
morphin time.
Belt buckles.
Belt buckles might be nice.
As someone with a belt that has changeable belt buckles, my vote's for belt buckles.
Let's go belt buckle. I like belt
Yeah.
buckle.
I have one somewhere in here. It just says belt on it. I don't know where it is. But on one of my shelves somewhere. Oh, well.
Maybe we can get one that you can like get collective. You know, when we have shows eventually, you add
Yes.
little pieces.
I like it.
Really,
it.
merchandise. This whole thing.
He kind of like gestures towards it, and one of the local guilds here, the Sand Vipers, they have certain ways through the city that others don't.
Is in under. I keep wanting to say underground, but we're in a giant walking city, so that doesn't quite make sense. In the underbelly. Ooh, yeah, that's probably a good word for it.
Precisely.
All right. Well, we were just thinking we might want to go down there and have a little looky-loo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm inclined to agree.
You know, we have heard reports of some chanting happening down in the bowels of the city, if you will.
Yes.
Right.
That would certainly corroborate with the reports that I've had from the Whispers of the Thieves Guilds here in town. As far as they're concerned, this cult doesn't meet in tavern cellars or forgotten warehouses. You know, the usual. Why would they do that? That's too cliche. No, instead, the Thieves Guild reckon, or I should say guilds plural, there's a few of them here. They reckon there is an old maintenance sanctum that was once used to regulate the city's early solar energy collectors. They used to harness the power of the sun to move the Dunecrosser. Officially, this place is condemned. Unofficially, the guilds reckon it's occupied.
Very
that is-
interesting.
That is a shame. I am a fan of solar punk, so
Yes.
I would love to see it either way. But can you imagine
I mean-
a roving city in this desert that is fully solar punk? Oh,
Well,
that's gorgeous.
they still
We go to
do
that one?
use a little bit of solar energy, but they also kind of combine it with some of the new arcano-mechanical technology and a little bit of steam here and there, but the steam mostly comes from the solar energy. Heat up the water, create the steam, and so on.
Could we perhaps go there now? Would you know how to gain entrance to this area?
As it just so happens, I might. You see,
Oh,
the Sand Vipers tell me beneath the Gearhold's old heat exchangers, there is a maintenance sector called the Burnt Channels. Or at least that's what the guilds call them. There's no guards at the entrance, because the entrance itself kills most of the visitors.
Oh,
oh, I love that. We
It's
should
a,
add that
it's
to
a
the tower.
steam and heat exchange. If anyone's not careful enough, poof.
I love a good poof.
Who doesn't?
Oh, we'll be careful. We're known for our carefulness, if anything.
Of course. Well,
Shall we?
yes,
you,
just very briefly, before
well-
you do, one other matter of business. I did have
Real
one
quick.
slight request, and he turns to Mura. Your father has requested your assistance with something, and I have agreed. I got him into the Dunecrosser, don't worry. Very subtle. I use the Thieves Guild channels. No one even knows his real name. I've got him into the city. He's hiding out. And I promised that I would take you to him safely. If that's all right with you guys.
I'm a little concerned that he crossed the desert from the tower here by himself. We've got to talk to him about safety.
It was not by himself, don't worry. Like I say, I got him here safely.
We need to talk to you about having strangers over at the house when we're not home.
Perhaps I
There's a
wasn't
lot
clear.
here.
I went to the tower, and I brought him back here.
Okay. That's fine.
And
We
I
can
was
still
also
have
very
talk later.
clear with Bud. This does not
We'll
mean
still have
that
dinner,
he
it's
was
fine.
in charge of the tower.
Yeah, who is in charge when we're gone? I don't know if we really talked about that. I don't think it should be.
When I
Bud.
last left, I believe it was a man calling himself the Contraptionaire who looked a lot like yourself, Chester.
That's
Don't we-
got some points that are good about that, and some points maybe less than good about that.
He said he was your
We-
uncle, so I assumed it was fine.
We might want to hire a steward.
Ooh, yeah.
I
Come
could
to think
arrange
of it.
that.
We might.
There is some here in the city if you want.
Ooh, a gnomish inventor steward?
With an
Potentially,
iron
there are
golem,
others here who are
perhaps?
not gnomes or halflings, but if you would like, I can bring someone recommended to you and have you vet them personally, and then you can hire them. Or I can send word back to, the other continent where I'm actually from.
I mean, as
I
long
know a
as
lot of
they're,
people over there.
they're suitable for the job. I mean, obviously race doesn't matter. That was just we are in a
No,
gnomish
of
city. You said
course.
here. Although the idea of putting some solar punk into the tower does. I don't know. Yeah, send us some applicants. Send me some resumes, some
Absolutely.
CRs or whatever they're called these days, and
I'll put it on Indeed.
Quite.
Guys, this is supposed to be my
Put it on
fancy
quite.
escapism, okay?
I'll put
I swear to God, if you
competitive
make-
salary.
God, I swear to God, if you make me make a LinkedIn for Warden, I will promptly.
No, but I am going to
Salary,
need you to
competitive,
fill out a review
benefits
on Glassdoor
discretionary.
about our company.
It's bad enough for playing on Zoom.
If you could just go to our company website and just leave a good Google review for us,
Yes.
really appreciate that.
Warden is about to go postal.
None of these things have I ever been asked to do at my job. Of course, that's Millie.
And he kind of tips the floppy sun hat to you guys and starts kind of leading Mura towards like a nearby tree, and you see he reaches into a pocket of his long coat, arm disappears in a little too deep, pulls out a very similar hat to his undisguised hat of disguise, and like they kind of circle round the tree as you see him slap the hat on Mura, and from the other side of the tree emerges two halflings that kind of look like brother and sister, and Urvir just kind of winks at you and starts leading Mura away.
All right.
All right.
Bye, Mira. Have fun.
Never entirely certain how to interpret Urvir's mannerisms.
That's just how Urvir likes it.
He's a
Keeps you
riddle
guessing.
wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in a mystery, wrapped in some fine clothes and a tealing skin, and he's just really wrapped up.
Yeah. Well. Hopefully we don't need his backup as we go down
Down,
now
down,
without
down.
a guide
Yes.
to this area.
I can
Well,
find
well,
it.
to be
I'm
fair-
good at that sort
you're
of thing.
good. Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily know his way through, he just knows it exists and told you about it. And he told you it's under the Gearhold, which is the big, like,
Yeah.
capital
fine.
building that you guys have been to already.
I can get us there. Getting us through the
Uh-huh.
dangerous stuff, I'm not too
What
worried
you
about it.
What you do?
Yeah, you guys are very easily able to find your way back to where the Gearhold is.
Excellent.
It's a
So-
question now of how to gain access to the burnt channels. But he did say that the entrance would be unguarded in general, so you'll know it when you find it. Hopefully. And also that it's a maintenance sector, so chances are there's going to be a way to access it. But if you want, you can all give me an investigation check.
Will do.
Or just roleplay being very confused and looking around for like 20 minutes. We can do that.
Ooh, that's 20.
Okay,
Ooh,
cool.
wow.
Well, instead of looking around, because obviously Warden's got it,
You just
Linger's
hear the,
gonna
like, night
flip
vision.
open her book. Flip open one of her books. So I've been working on this spell. I think you're going to just really like it. Seems like it will be very helpful. So if you want, I can imbue your sword with a little extra magic, and it will glow a little. There's nothing I can do about that. It's just part of the magic infusing the metal. But you will be able to drain a little bit of life out of people extra
Jesus.
than just the normal amount that you already drain from them when you are slicing into them. So it's just like a little extra bump.
Vampire sword? Are we talking
A little.
vampire sword?
It is a little vampiric.
Warren
So
was
I-
a little hesitant.
But it doesn't go for
Oh my
blood.
god, I'm reading it now. Fuck me. Jesus Christ, your spell list has the most terrifying fucking names in it.
So this
Yeah, what's
is
the
for above table. This is called Soul Eater.
I love it.
That's good.
You
The
instill
Doom
a
magic
hunger
spells have
for
such
the
good
li-
names.
You instill a hunger for the life force of others into a weapon you touch. Until the spell ends, the weapon emits a dim light. In addition, weapon attacks made deal an extra 2d8 necrotic damage on a
Oh my
hit.
god.
If it wasn't already magical, it becomes magical. And then, as a bonus action, I can dismiss the spell and cause the weapon to emit a burst of radiance.
Wow.
Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must make a con save. And then on a fail, it's 2d8 more necrotic damage. And I heal half that many hit points.
Oh, you do.
Yeah. So you can
I
always
love that
like
it's creatures of your
plant
choice
sword
though,
in the
so you're
ground
not
and
just
step back.
nuking Warden.
Yeah. Just it's just a little extra damage, and then you've got the
Love
a
it.
D4 or a D6 from the boon from the
Mm.
whatever
Is
So-
it concentration?
for up to an hour. So like if we're ever in a battle where you're just going like if we ever have another tower battle where it's like do a floor battle, do a floor battle, do a floor battle, and just pop it on there.
Very cool.
Warden
Hell's
will, Warden will hesitantly hand it over. Like,
Well, we don't have to do it right now. Just like if you feel like before we get into something, if you would like me, it honestly, it does take my focus to keep it going, but to cast it, it's just a little brush of the fingers because it's a bonus action for some reason.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Cool.
For some reason, which is fine because then I can only cast a cantrip after that. So
Yeah.
whatever. There really should probably be more bonus action spells because of that rule. I mean, what are you gonna do? Toll the dead. Okay, pass or fail.
Yeah, there
They
do
were
need to
suck.
be a lot more bonus spells.
I used to be more hesitant about it, but now I'm like, but I mean, what else am I gonna do? I'm a wizard. I have
Yeah.
one thing. Anyway,
So,
but
as this
I
is
thought that'd
going
be
on,
fun.
the docent is doing like a fucking deep sonar scan of the Gearhold for Warden. And starts pinging up like possible entrances. You find like 3 or 4 different maintenance hatches that all kind of fit the rough description of what you're aiming for. And there is one kind of towards the back that is a fair bit lighter on the guards. It's still guarded, but like the docent is kind of like balancing it on the probability of, is this likely to lead to another entrance that might be unguarded? Possibly. Because the way Urvir put it, it's like an old, now defunct maintenance entrance, so it's probably not going to still be like main outside maintenance hatch.
Yeah.
And Chester
well,
is
yeah.
slowly
You can-
coming to the same conclusion as well as he is looking around.
If you can get us past this sort of outer shell and a little deeper, probably won't have to deal with much in the way of people, I would assume.
Yeah, you reckon if you can talk your way past the guards at this entrance or distract them somehow, you can get in, and then a lot of people are probably either going to assume you have a reason to be in the maintenance tunnels or ask you why you're in the maintenance tunnels. And then once you find the unguarded entrance, that's it.
All right, well, I could try talking us past these initial guards. If you both are ready to go.
Yeah, I'm very good at looking like I'm supposed to be somewhere because of my authority.
I was just gonna say, and you got a
General
down pat.
demeanor.
And actually, you both do. Now that I think about it, just look confident, look like we're supposed to be here. That's like 9/10 of the battle. He struts up, throws his shoulders in a little bit. Swagger. Greetings.
Everyone has
Me
a
and my
clipboard.
compatriots need to get by there, please and thank you.
Yeah, you can see it's there's a pair of halflings kind of either side of this maintenance hatch. You see they've got like pretty thick goggles and very like treated protective kind of combination of some kind of like sparse metal plating, some boiled leathers. It very much seems like they're geared up for a fight if needs be, but it's mostly like if they have to go down into the maintenance tunnels, this can withstand like the steam, the heat, that sort of thing more than anything else. And one of them kind of looks up at you. He's got this enormous, like, good about half a foot green mohawk that just goes all the way from forehead to base of neck. And he
Wow.
sorry, we've not been given any roster or anything for today's rota changes. Are you what is it you're actually
We're here
for?
on on behalf of the Stride Concordance. We're doing an investigation to some goings on, and they have led us here.
And that's just swapped you from a deception to a persuasion check, because Chester is not lying.
Yeah.
Being here on behalf of the Stride Concordance, as part of
Okay,
your
so-
investigation,
25.
technically not lying. You just weren't directly told to come here by them. 23, there's not much point in me
25.
trying to roll against. Oh, 25, sorry.
Yeah, minimum 10 on a persuasion.
Ah, yes, I forgot about that. Yeah, so even less point of me trying to roll against. They kind of look at each other, and you can see from like their overall demeanor, this one's a lot less lightly patrolled. It's clearly not as well used. They seem a bit fed up that the others clearly get very direct orders and rotas and shift patterns, and these guys are just like, stand here and make sure no one dodgy comes up. You're not obviously wearing any cultist robes or anything like that, and Chester is very persuasive. And of course, telling the truth, slightly.
Tries to.
And they just kind of look at each other, nod, and one of them, you see, he kind of reaches under the leathers and pulls out a key on like a small cord around his neck and kneels down in front of this big like metal hatch, puts the key in, twists, there's like a hiss of steam in it, spins around and slides open, and he in you go. There's a button for release on the inside, so don't worry about coming back out.
On the note of worries, anything, you've been down there before, I take it, anything we should keep our peepers peeled for?
You see one of them looks a bit kind of hesitant to answer, and the other one... Okay, look, we're not really supposed to be talking about this, but... and you see the other guy starts like nudging him and doing the like, what are you doing? And he's like, no.
We're cool.
I'm telling you. These things everyone's saying about hearing noises coming through the pipes, I don't think it's just the steam.
Yeah, neither do we. That's why we're here. All right. We'll let you know. You guys have been most kind.
Well, your companion here seems hesitant to speak on this. Is there
The other one
concern?
kind of steps up. He's like buzz cut. He's got a very similar in a way to like how you've seen the hinges and the plates of wardens kind of interlock. Looks like one of those kind of quick release helmets. And here, look, I'm telling you, it's nothing. It's people. They get so jumpy around here, okay? We've had it before.
Oh, I see.
Sometimes a baby sandworm gets into the pipes, it crawls around for a bit, it dies, and then slowly disintegrates. It could be anything. A bird stuck in the pipes.
Okay, so you're just concerned about stressing out the populace with unfounded...
Exactly.
Okay. I mean,
It's
that's
happened
a
before.
reasonable take. We'll just, maybe we can confirm that for you while we're down here, and then,
I mean, by
one
all
less
means, be our
thing.
guest.
Just to help us help you, and then
Exactly.
just kind of put this to rest.
Right.
I like it.
I mean,
Yes.
like you've said, the Concordants have sent you, so
Yeah.
who are we to argue? And we're not going back down there anyway today.
Yes.
Oh, what's the temperature like down there? Does it get hotter, colder,
It
steamier?
depends where you are and what time of day it is. Obviously, it goes
Okay.
in kind of cycles with the city itself. Give it about an hour and it'll start getting pretty hot.
Did we take water with us? Not that she needs it, but she has friends that are technically alive.
Absolutely. I mean, you'd be pretty crazy to go down into the maintenance tunnels without some provisions.
So, okay. Thank you. Very helpful. I
Thank you for
will give
looking
a
into this
positive
instead of
report.
us.
Hey, we have provisions.
I do. Well,
do have
That sounds
some.
like British, right? Yeah.
the default one.
You got some default ones. I'm pretty sure you guys have got. Didn't I
Yeah.
give you guys some like nutrients and speed juice at some point as well that
Yeah, I
haven't
got
been
some
used?
speed.
Yeah, I was just maybe I'm overthinking the need for water. I don't know. It's been a while since we've had a nice
Yeah.
dehydration challenge.
I mean, worst comes to worst, you've got some Kraken ink in Linga's
Listen, she's
inventory,
got
or
so
some drow
much-
poison.
So much stuff in her freaking bag.
I got a bag
I
of
mean, your
beans I could
alchemy
plant
bag
out.
alone.
Yeah. She doesn't really do the alchemy anymore because we've not really stayed in one place long enough to brew anything up. So she's taken to working on wands instead because you can whittle on the go.
You do still have the filter of love, though.
Yeah. Do it. Someday there's going to be use for that. That's not going to make me feel weird.
It's a tricky one.
Throws it at the big bad evil guy, and now you're all best friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the hatch kind of opens up. There's a ladder that kind of leads down. It's a very thin, like brass shaft leading down about 10 feet or so, that kind of then drops down into what looks to be a tunnel.
All right, march in order. Any preference?
I can take front.
All right, I'll take rear,
Okay, well, that puts me smack dab in the middle.
which I think makes sense.
Cool. So you head down this ladder. I think Warden, you'd probably immediately notice like this new armor and body that you've got. It is immediately noticeable, like it is not trapping heat in the same way. The plates are so much thinner and lighter. It's actually like a lot more comfortable than you would have expected. You probably can't fully just withstand extreme heat, but like previously you stepped out into the sun and you were like, whoo, it's hot. Because it was
Yikes.
not armor that was built with your comfort in mind, whereas this is like, my god, there's a whole layer of like sweat wicking. This is crazy.
Ooh. Damn.
You kind of head down into this tunnel, and it kind of carries on the same theme as like the large pipes of the actual city itself. In this particular area, Chester and Warden, you're kind of stooped over a little bit because the maintenance tunnels are certainly built for halflings and gnomes. Linger is at like a slight stoop with the horns almost brushing the ceiling. But Warden and Chester are full like Gandalf in Bilbo's house. There's a lot of like condensation on the walls. Everything kind of smells just a little bit kind of damp and steamy, and like, you know when you kind of get close to a boiler and you can like smell the heat of the boiler? That. But it kind of looks like it carries on for about 20, 30 or so feet before opening up into a handful of chambers. And you can see there are gnomes and halflings kind of hurrying their way around through the like various tunnels and chambers. And I'd say it's fairly easy in a way to just kind of like make your way through into this first chamber, have a little look around, and fairly quickly kind of pick out a like less used tunnel, and start kind of making your way down that tunnel. Exactly. And it's kind of like takes about I'd say probably a good 20-25 minutes of maneuvering kind of through this tunnel, before you kind of reach this like derelict industrial underlevel of old steam conduits. You see like abandoned furnaces that look like they somehow run on solar power, pipes that are kind of still dripping condensation. You see ancient mirrors lining the walls. Everything in here just kind of faintly smells slightly scorched. And towards the back of this first like antechamber almost, you can see like this big kind of brass circle inset into one of the walls.
And is this like a dead end then?
It looks like it, unless you want to go and have a look at the brass circle.
Scared now.
But like, as you've reached here, there is no sound of footfall, no guards, no patrol, no one seems to be around this area, so this could potentially be like the sealed off entrance that Urvir had been telling you guys about.
Would you like me to give it a once over for anything magical in nature as far as?
I could also give it a little prod from afar before we go any closer.
Yeah, let's
Be
start.
safe.
Let's start
In
with that
fact-
because there's a lot of magic going on. So to filter it down, it's going to be tricky.
Yeah.
Shard,
He'll
please. There we go.
use his
Oh.
telepathic mage hand there. Ooh, a map. And I can
Oh,
see
I need to
this
find
now.
a different. I need to find a different picture now.
Yeah, he'll use his mage hand there and just sort of, feel around.
Yeah,
If it's hot.
I mean, it's kind of warm, and your mage hand would definitely be able to feel like there are rings in the brass. There's no keyhole or anything, but there are rings. And if you step kind of closer, like for example where I've put you on the map, you can see they seem to be like these large rotating rings that are marked
Is there a
with
claw
phases of dawn, noon, and dusk. There is no claw hole, no.
For my
But yes, I've
dragon
been
claw
playing a
that I
lot of
have.
Skyrim recently.
I did see it, actually. I was going to ask you about that.
I've got the Dagoth follower mod, and it's very entertaining.
Oh,
You do.
you know about that, Lindsay. What are you talking about? The Dagoth
Yeah,
follower mod for Skyrim.
With it.
That we all know
I'm with
about.
it. It's it's my
For those
go-to.
who know, they know.
All right. Well, if that's the case, I'll say, okay, well, yeah, this does seem to be some sort of door/lock involving these intricate designs here. Doesn't seem like it's going to explode in our face, so that's nice.
It is nice.
I mean, if you do still want to, Linger, you can look for anything magical if you want. If you want to do like an Arcana check.
Yeah, let's do an Arcana check. I'm also checking. Can we just say that the little moons from our book always out, because it's going to be a pain in the butt for me to remember
Yep.
when I need to use them to make them happen. So if they're just
Go
out,
for it.
they're just doing their thing. Their effect
nice.
only happens when we need them to. Arcana. That and it's cool and vibey. 21.
21. Yeah, there definitely is like a magical element here. You can see kind of hovering slightly above is like this kind of small magical light. And as you're just kind of like looking at it, looking at the rings, you do start to get a couple of like uneasy feelings, and you're like, well, hold on. There's no guards here. But if this is like sealed off and it's a maintenance chamber underneath like the capital, there's got to be some sort of defense, right? And you very
Right.
quickly get the feeling like an incorrect attempt to open whatever this is probably going to set off that magical light, and you have a look around at all the mirrors and you're like, used to run off solar energy, magical light, bunch of mirrors everywhere,
I'll bake ya.
chances of this firing some sort of sunlight at people that get it wrong, pretty high.
Yeah. Nice. You know, that is a fun use of Sunbeam. Write that down. And Rip
Sunbeam
writes
mirror
that
trap?
down. Mirror trap.
Yeah, well,
I try
that's
my
no problem then. We just have to get it right the first time, which I feel like we
Yeah.
always do, right? Right?
Mhm.
We are
Um,
experts in puzzles.
We
And
are
there's,
so good at puzzles.
What are the symbols
You
again?
get the sense Chester as well, it would be hard, but you could possibly use Thieves' Tools to try and bypass it. Whether it's easier to do that or whether it's easier to solve it, you're not currently sure. But the symbols are kind of marked with phases of dawn, noon, and dusk. And the magical light is hovering like directly above the center almost, because it's a flat plane of a wall, and then the light is basically hovering above it, casting a shadow down the wall.
Do y'all want to get back a bunch, and I'll get back, well, I think 40 feet now, or 35 feet. No, I think it's still 30. And I could try to pick it. It is a magic lock, which is usually a little trickier, as you can imagine, but...
Maybe just give me just a second to look at this puzzle before. I'm not going to touch anything. I just want to make sure I'm not overlooking something that we could just.
Yeah. Oh, right ahead.
Do you have any diagrams to go with this? Because I feel like I don't have enough information yet.
Apologies.
No, I mean that's fine. I'm gonna. No, you're good. Because it doesn't sound like it's going to take me more than a minute to. Oh, I have a little thing. How to layer. Nice. All right. So there's like a semicircle, right? Or an arch.
It's a full ring.
Full ring.
And there's 3 of them.
Oh, there's 3 rings. I drew too big. Okay. In a line?
Yeah, kind of getting smaller and smaller.
Oh, so like this way. What is that, vertical? So like...
Yes.
Big circle, mediums?
Yes.
Daddy circle, mommy circle, baby circle?
Precisely.
Okay.
My music has stopped.
All right. And there was a dawn, a dusk, and a what? Describe the whole thing one more time. As this time, I'm drawing it out as you go.
That is not a problem. So all of the rings are marked with phases of dawn, noon, and dusk. So they don't each have like one of them. They all have symbols of like the various phases. So it looks like each circle has the full rotation from dawn through to dusk and all the stages in between. Of like sun, more sun, less sun, moon, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I just posted a picture that might help if Mitch says, yeah, like that.
Is it one of the Skyrim claw doors?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, like that.
I'll go
posted
look.
a picture which might help.
Okay, because I don't think I'm getting this. Okay.
But if you imagine those gold circles are basically around the entirety of the ring, showing a full cycle of dawn through to dawn again, like a full 24-hour cycle of the sun rising and setting. And they're all at various stages currently.
Are they moving by themselves? Or they're stationary?
No.
Okay.
They are stationary.
Okay, but they are 3 discs like this, and then there's big circles like this? Or... I don't think I understand.
Effectively, there's 3 of them, and then kind of like the center is just flat blank brass plane.
I mean, to me, I feel like we have to put them, obviously got to put them in the right order. And the order would be one of 2, either dawn to dusk or dusk to dawn. But how do we know which one would be the right way to do it? What would be the starting point? Would it be the outer as the starting point or the inner as the starting point?
I once saw a very intriguing moving scroll. It was very popular when I was in college, called Dusk to Dawn.
Yeah.
And it was about surviving a very arduous situation. So maybe this is in reference to that.
And I believe, if I'm thinking of the same one, dawn, dusk, sunlight, vampires were involved with that.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Yeah. So you gotta.
Okay, well, still, we should do the backup thing, and I could try to manipulate this
Yes.
with my.
Yes.
All right, so let's try that.
I
We'll
still
back
don't
up,
understand. I'm
and
just
I'm
gonna be
gonna
honest.
try to set.
Are we attempting a lockpick?
I'm gonna try to manipulate the rings first, and then when that inevitably fails, I'll try to pick it. All right. So
And how
at
are
the
we
top,
maneuvering the rings?
at the top, I'm gonna do dusk, and at the bottom, I'm gonna do dawn, and the one in the middle is gonna be between the two, whatever the time
So
of
I'll
day
be right back at each of it. Something.
Okay.
would be between dusk and dawn.
Yeah.
Nighttime,
so you-
midnights, dark times.
Slide the rings around. You put them in your order. There is a small click, a hiss. You see all 3 rings start rapidly spinning before stopping all on like a full blazing sun. And then the middle disc slowly rotates and it splits into 2 halves and opens.
Well, shit.
It was a scroll reference.
Was a
You know,
scroll
it
reference.
looked about from that era, so I was really hoping.
That's why it's important to watch all of scrolls and stuff all the time and have good references.
It's such a good scroll.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
But you can see behind it there is this long hallway of these kind of like polished brass. Sorry, excuse me. I'm just flicking back through notes and pictures so I make sure I'm doing the right thing. Cool. Yes. Then we have that, and we have that. Yes. Perfect. So you see this long kind of chamber beyond it, which is this, hopefully pinging for you.
Yeah.
It is this kind of long hallway of polished brass panels. Are you stepping straight in, or are you doing a little check before you head in?
I say we just barrel through, honestly.
All right.
Yeah, just run.
Barrels.
Headlong.
I'm gonna go up to this corner then. Those will do. And peer
Okay.
around.
So the minute you step into the chamber,
Ew.
first thing that happens. My shard has suddenly.
Oh, my
touched
shard.
itself. Oh my shard! It is not happy.
Oh, my shard.
Looks
It
good
just
on my
suddenly
end.
started lagging massively. Right. So you step into the chamber. The second you do, as Chester kind of starts trying to barrel his way through, Chester, you immediately feel your foot hit a pressure plate in the floor.
Oh,
And you
well, I'll
hear the
back up, 'cause I wouldn't have
corridor
been.
begins to chant. It is
Corridor
like
chant.
this harmonic resonance kind of bouncing across these brass panels of the corridor. Chester, can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Not my best, but a decent roll.
16, I believe, just passes. Yes, 16 passes. So you do not take any thunder damage as you hear like the chant start to kind of resonate around these panels, and it's like traveling towards you and focusing in on where you are, and you manage to just cover your ears in time as this like cacophony washes over you.
Can I say I brought up my Thunder Note spell in a reverse harmonic to
Absolutely.
nullify the effects?
Love it. absolutely
you don't
can.
do thunder damage to me. I do thunder damage to you. You got this backwards. Be careful, everyone. I may have set off a trap. I'm going to look for traps now. Don't step right there.
Yes.
And he points.
You
up
hear
the plate.
like this sound that's kind of mimicking chanting starts to die down, but it is still there kind of in the background now that this has been activated. Give me an investigation check, please, Chester.
My best. 13.
13 will do it. It's not a horrifically hard thing to spot in this one, because otherwise it's just a bit mean. So, you can see there are quite a few pressure plates lining the floor. It's not the entire floor, and there is like a slight pattern to them almost. I think Chester would immediately pick up on it because of the bard levels, actually, which makes it really fun for this. You reckon, Chester, based on what you're hearing from this, like, harmonic resonance that's creating that kind of feeling of a chant, looking at the distribution of the pressure plates and the safe spots, you might actually be able to hop from safe spot to safe spot, matching the rhythm of this chant. Failing that, you do also notice you can probably block some of the housings on the pressure plates by just like jamming stuff into them potentially, or there are overhead kind of like maintenance braces that people can potentially climb or swing between. I'll say as well, give me a perception check.
12.
12. Okay. That is what you get.
Okay, so he will, do his Crypt of the Necrodancer. Anyone? Impression, which is to the beat in his head. Will dance on the plates and sing a little ditty about how you have to follow where he's dancing to this beat, and he'll sort of keep it going with his claps. All right, everyone. Simple as houses. I hope you've been practicing your dance routine. And he'll sort of dance, hopefully, his way through. And then when he gets to the corner, keep the clap going for everyone else.
Yeah. You guys watch as Chester kind of almost perfectly matches the rhythm of this chant, stepping on all the safe spots in between the pressure plates.
Which hopefully helps them, as he's clapping.
I mean, yeah, if you guys want to attempt to do it that way, you can. There's still the kind of braces and stuff overhead, if anyone wanted to try climbing instead. Or you can try and follow Chester's path.
Well, obviously, Linger has no choice but to follow Chester's example. So that is what I will be doing. She straightens out her white suit, checks the laces on her white shoes, make sure they're nice and tight,
and then
numbers up a little.
She gives me either an acrobatics, an athletics, or a performance check.
Oh, so a 1, a -1, or a 0.
Wow, really running the whole gamut there.
Yeah. So we'll go with an acrobatics. We'll see how it goes.
She did used to be a rave girl, so she can dance. She also has 3 inspiration points.
I was gonna say, was that the clapping any sort of help action, or are we?
Oh yeah, that's true. Chester is helping. Yeah, you can have advantage.
You did hope that would be the case, anyways. That it would
yes.
help.
Apologies. Forgot about that.
Great.
Damn.
This is where And just because she did used to be a rave girl, I know I don't need to use knowledge from a past life. I just feel like it's appropriate.
She pulls out glow sticks.
Soother.
Yeah, Rip has.
Which I never really got that. What was the deal with that? Something with
I don't know.
drugs, right?
I guess.
I assume.
But she like glow stick dances her way from point A to point B with a 23.
Yeah. Perfect.
Damn.
Perfectly follows the rhythm, perfectly follows Chester.
Oh, you know what? Because she's got the little moons. They could be like the she can do like contact juggling kind of dancing. So there's like these 3 moons. They're just like she's David Bowie, like labyrinth thing.
Amazing.
Because why not? We have these things. One's a dark
Yes.
moon, and then it's a gibbous and a other one. She doesn't have a full
A
name
gibbon,
yet. Gibbon.
which is like a monkey moon, they call it.
Rip is doing the sprinkler on your head.
Oh, absolutely. Like he doesn't rave dance the way that people would, from what I've seen in movies. Heck if I know. He's definitely dad dancing.
Mm-hmm.
He does the
Pulls
fishing.
out the sprinkler, the shopping cart, the lawnmower,
Shopping cart's good.
all of them.
Yep.
And Warden.
Little linger.
What's Warden thinking? Because you can see like
Yeah,
those kind of handholds overhead that you might be able to just effectively like monkey bar across, or you can
I'll
also
do-
try dancing like Chester and Linger.
I'll do the
Pieces of wool.
handlebars, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We
that'll
need
be
to put them out here,
athletics or
guys. Like, one of us has
acrobatics.
to use it.
Yeah. Well, you've also got athletics, right?
Yeah, he's got a +10 to
Yes.
his athletics.
Oh, yeah. Buddy, go for it.
Oof, 13.
Oh. Does
I
the
really
clapping
need that
help
10.
with that?
Sure.
Oh.
The clapping gives him a sense of vigor.
A pace
Seeing-
to match, you
Seeing
know?
Linger dance so beautifully as well.
He's a fan of art.
Sure gave Warden something.
Okay.
But yeah, he can have advantage on it as well.
Okay.
If nothing else, it's more like Chester's helping him time his swings across so he doesn't, if he does drop, he won't land on a pressure plate or
That's
anything.
I think
That's
that's
what
better.
we'll call it. With a 23,
Yeah.
Warden just jumps, grabs, and starts swinging. And you do hear a
Nice.
few of them are kind of like bending under the weight of Warden, but they hold. And Warden does make his way across.
Alright, so far so alive.
Yeah.
Bear with me
I
while I just check.
need to go to the restroom, so I will be back.
Me too. I was gonna
so
say
maybe
let's
we-
take a quick break
Perfect.
as you reach layer 3, the false shrine. I will unfog it for us, and we will go for a break.
Well,
Ooh,
Oh, it's so pretty.
shiny.
Yeah. Cool. Oh my god. Maximus Prime has arrived in chat.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Max
he's
has been
hanging out.
threatened. We will take a very quick break. So sorry, Maximus, that you have joined 2 minutes before the break. But we will be back
Yes.
here very shortly. Goodbye.
Ripping and
We're back.
review.
Hello. Let me try and get this map centered on the screen. Why is it not? Why does it do this with the stream? Sometimes the streaming view does not update, and it's quite annoying. But if anyone wants to follow along in the map, the link to view the map does circle through the chat. Where is it?
Yeah, just up a couple.
It's just not refreshing. Studio mode, so we don't lose this. And map nest. Map. Mop. Refresh. It's gonna load shard for a second and then the map will be right back. But yes, so you guys enter into this next room, and you see it's quite clearly been repurposed in a way. It looks now like a beautiful little sun chapel. You can see there are offerings, there's incense, there's kind of little golden idols. And you can see here, kind of towards what is effectively the center of this very strangely shaped room, almost like a reliquary, which looks to have a couple of locks on it.
Are the incense burning?
No.
The reliquary is like a little room, right? Or is it a thing?
I often just use it to also be like
not Catholic.
like a
I don't
chamber
know.
or
Okay, so like a
like
little
an
room.
object.
Okay. Oh.
It's a
So
container,
either.
shrine, or casket designed to hold and display sacred relics, as we all know.
yes.
Okay.
So this is being converted into like, in a way, from the looks of it, some sort of little sun-based chapel. This thing in the
Okay.
center is as big as it looks in comparison to you on the map, and it
Okay.
seems to have kind of locks at various points on it.
So it's like an object that could be a chamber.
Yes. There could
Okay.
be something inside, potentially.
So the answer is yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Apologies,
All right,
I started answering before
No.
you'd fully finished the question, which, I mean, none of us ever do that because we are all
No,
very
it's fine.
neurotypical.
Just I've heard the word used in different
Mhm.
ways, so I was like making sure okay. Cool.
All right, well, this looks potentially trappy again.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I roll a perception check, see if I can spot anything
Yeah, go for it.
possibly hazardous?
Yeah.
Say 21.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean, kind of looking around and again scanning it with the docent. I always forget the docent can talk to you, can't it? Let's have a look. Languages. Knows common, giant, and 1d4 additional languages. Yeah, so it designed to advise and assist. And I guess it doesn't say it can speak, it just says it knows the languages. Communicates telepathically with you and can speak, read, and understand any language it knows, so it can speak. So as you're scanning around the room, Warden, with the docent kind of scanning everything in sight for you, it starts kind of like putting together a little schematic of the room. And you kind of hear it like in the back of your mind almost. It would seem some of these locks operate to open the reliquary. If the wrong lock is tripped, or the locks are not opened correctly, if you see here... And it starts kind of like highlighting grooves in the ground. It looks like the floor and the walls may shift and separate the party.
Gordon will relay that to the others.
And we'll say that kind of puts you in the room. There's no pressure plates or anything around here, but like, you do kind of have to be in the room to be seeing this stuff.
So as we're peeking in,
Yes.
these are mirrors, right? That are.
Yes.
Do they look fixed, or like they might have some sort of mechanical control, or are they just like positioned and they're on like you could tilt them manually?
Kind of a bit of A, bit of C. They look fixed, but also tiltable. Like they're fixed in place, but they can potentially be kind of angled up and down.
Okay. Then it might be worth it if Chester wants to see if he can nudge any with his mage hand to throw their alignment out of whack.
And remember, kids, tilt
Maybe.
means up and down. Pan means left and right.
Yeah.
All right, he will from this position.
Mitch, what's the difference between Dolly and the truck?
The difference is
One is
I
our
will
Lord and
smack
Savior,
your
and the
teeth
other is
out
a
of your
vehicle.
face.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I knew you weren't a film student.
I actually was, I just can't remember, because we didn't really
Oh,
focus
okay.
in on that sort of stuff. It was
Focus.
too much theory, not enough practical.
I
Sucked.
see it too.
Just will try to tilt this first one here that I'm pinging.
Yeah. You tilt it and it kind of, you can see it basically at various angles will catch the light that's kind of being cast. Hopefully that's pinging because it's not pinging on my screen. There we go.
That's all.
There's light kind of being cast from this central dais. There's like a crystal sun kind of embedded atop the central dais. And you can tilt the mirror to either catch the light or not. At the moment, the one you're tilting doesn't catch any light.
Oh. Do the mirrors seem to like how many locks are there around the side? Does it equal the amount of mirrors?
No, so Warden would have relayed to you guys. There are 3 locks around that kind of central reliquary / dais. And they're kind of here, and here.
Okay.
All kind of at the same height, all equidistant from each other. They don't seem to line up with any of the mirrors. Warden, from your scan, the mirrors seem to be more of like a decorative / worship thing as opposed to actively doing something with the central object. You would imagine, kind of based on as well, it's bringing up like some past schematics and blueprints that the docent has managed to download from the Gearhold. Back when this was like a fully working solar chamber, they would have probably been focusing sunlight into these mirrors towards the central dais. But that would have just been for generating power for the Dunecrosser.
All right, and there was something about if we split up too much,
So it was
some walls might come up.
If you either kind of tamper with the wrong lock or get it horribly wrong, then it might kind of change the layout of the room.
Okay.
And split you guys up.
Well, I guess we'll just go over and investigate these locks. Kind of do a full circuit, not touching anything just
You
yet.
can all do perception or investigation.
Because I have a feeling we want to go down, and down would be, oh, hello.
Damn.
How about a 30?
That'll do it. Yeah, so Linga, kind of looking over the locks. As you kind of get close, you can see each one, again, kind of has a symbol with that kind of keyhole in the center, which the keyhole can probably be picked by Chester. But again, you're seeing one of the locks has like rising sun, one of the locks has like midday, and the final lock has like a setting sun.
Okay, so if this area is for powering up, midday has to be like the most powerful setting. So
Seems
maybe,
reasonable.
and the rising sun, that's usually like your softest light, the coolest light of the day. So maybe not as powerful.
So are we gonna? Would it make sense, like the door we came in, to start with the rising sun, then do midday, and then do setting? If it follows the same logic.
Yeah, let's try that.
All right, Trista will.
Okay.
If you feel good about it, because Lindsay
I
still
mean, I
is
never
not
feel
up.
great about this sort of thing, but also I like just pushing buttons. Before he
Yeah.
does that, he's just going to do a quick walk around of all the mirrors and just look in each
Yeah.
to see if there's anything unusual. Maybe there's something different in a mirror that's not mirrored in the room.
Every single mirror is exactly the same. They are perfectly alike. This is like peak gnomish engineering. You get the sense that, like, if the surface of one mirror was slightly off, powering up the city would probably go very wrong. So every effort was made to make sure every single one of these mirrors is perfectly alike.
Okay, then he will
I mean,
go
you can
to
see the
rising
signs
sun.
of, like, people having come through and tilted them every now and then, but other than that, they are
Like me.
perfectly alike.
All right, he'll go to the whichever the rising sun one is of the three.
Okay. And lockpicking is thieves'
Sleight of
tools, isn't it?
hand.
Oh, sleight of hand. Yes, sorry. Plus proficiency. If you're proficient in thieves' tools, you can
I
add
am.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's all sort of rolled together
fine.
with my 29.
Yeah, you're kind of just like absent-mindedly talking to the rest of the party. You slip the lockpicks in. Boop, 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 boop. First one you hear latches and clicks. And the crystal sun at the top starts to, like, very slowly rotate and is just slowly spinning now.
Okay, we didn't die. Hey, thumbs up for not dying. Then he'll go to the midday one. I'm just sort of guessing which are which. Moving around, and he'll try that again.
Another sleight of hand.
I'm gonna use one of
So-
my gift deluxe. There.
Is it not one of the abilities where you can't roll below 10, though?
No, that's just persuasion and deception.
Ah, okay, fine. 24 will still do it. You hear another latch, another click. The sun starts spinning slightly faster, and you see it is now starting to glow.
Okay, and then last but certainly not least, go back up here. Dirty 20.
That'll do it. As you click the last lock, you hear whirring all around the room. All of the mirrors start to change their angles and kind of angle themselves towards this sun, which is now starting to spin faster and faster and faster. And as you kind of click the last tumbler into place, the whole kind of chamber shudders. All of the mirrors lock into place, and you see a beam of light fires out from this crystal sun and starts bouncing between all of the mirrors before reflecting back into the sun. And this chamber kind of lifts slowly out of the ground with a hiss, some escaping steam, and you see a doorway starting to emerge as it lifts with a spiraling staircase going down.
Well, we didn't die again. 3 out of 3 and didn't die. Hey.
Now you guys are smashing all the puzzles.
Hey, it's pretty good for somebody that doesn't understand a damn one of them. I don't know why I don't. I just don't.
You're overthinking it.
I know
think
I
that's
must
what it
be.
is. Which makes sense for Linger.
So you also see, or hear rather, the other two locks on the other side. So the one that you've kind of just finished is where the doorway is underneath. And as this kind of all slides into place, you also hear a hiss and a click from the other two sides of this reliquary. as if something's unlocked on those sides as well.
All right, I'll go peek around at this one.
Sorry, which one? I was busy looking at my notes.
That
one.
This
Cool.
one.
So in that one, there is what seems to be a handful of ledgers.
Bingo.
And kind of flipping
Ledgers.
through, they do appear to be
Thank you.
coded.
No.
Coded ledgers.
You
Lingo,
can go
your
for
favorite?
an
Oh, please. Thank you.
you can go for an intelligence or an investigation if you want to have a quick flip through and see if you can get anything right now.
A quick flip, I've got a 17.
Cool. With a 17, there are 3 different ledgers here that kind of stand out. There's kind of 4 or 5 of them. Well, not 4 or 5. There are 5. 2 of them seem to be just kind of like old maintenance ledgers. The other 3 seem to be a lot more recent. The first one seems to include the names of a couple of city officials who appear to be taking bribes from the Sun Cult. The second one has a note of shipment schedules and where the Dunecrosser will be docking to receive these shipments. And the third one seems to have a reference to the Noon Ascension Rite.
Noon Ascension Rite.
Sorry, what was the second one?
Basically shipment details. Schedules, sorry. So like when the Dunecrosser will be stopping for like supplies and things like that.
Okay. Does the Noon Ascension Rite read more like a ritual for ascending to godhood, or is this like at noon we raise the shields for shade?
It seems to be not quite like god level,
Yeah.
but given you're aware of the Hierophant being in the city and what you're kind of reading in here, it's quite possible that this is like they've targeted the Dunecrosser and this like defunct sun chamber to attempt to potentially use it in a ritual to power up the Hierophant so that he can serve the sun god better.
Okay, and what was the first one? I was mid-writing down.
Bribes to some of the local authorities from the Sun
Yes,
Cult.
some of the city officials who are taking bribes from the cult.
Not great.
Yeah, we can get that to Urvir and he can decode that and use it. So my thought is we can either hide out here and wait for the Hierophant to come to us and catch him in the act, or we can try to sabotage this room enough to where it's no longer functional for his purpose. Maybe both, so that like he starts and then things start falling apart like mid-thing, we jump out and we're like, oh.
I guess just about the details of this ritual. Does it take place in this room? I guess I'm asking Linger via Mitch, or Mitch via Linger.
Yeah. Bear with me. Just double checking before I give you the wrong information. No. They seem to be talking about another chamber further deeper below.
We have to go deeper. Just like one of my scroll film that I enjoyed, where they say that a couple of times. We have to go deeper.
You have to go deeper.
From the sounds of it,
It sounded
closer to like the old reactor core.
Yeah.
Okay.
Classic.
Can Rip consume the Book of Bribes and run it to Urvir and just be away doing that until it happens,
Can do.
and then he'll just barf it up. You know.
Yeah.
Or he could carry it. Whatever you.
Hey man, however
Think
you
is
want him
best.
to do it, that's how he does it. He's your familiar.
Yeah.
Or he can
Okay.
put it in his plane.
Okay. Well, he'll like a cargo plane. Like we got it as
The
a
little like
airplane.
biplane that he's got.
Yeah, we put the straps around the book. It's got one of those little net things, and he's
Right,
gonna
the Valkyries stopped playing.
This new
Fly,
generation of
dude.
wizards can't even order their lackeys around.
we just like to do it with style. So he's gonna, and he's got like a teeny tiny little arrow crystal gunner on there, so that like if anybody messes with him, he's just like pew 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 pew. It doesn't really do anything other than like
Yeah, it is effectively, to bring it back, it is effectively a Nerf gun, but it's still enough, like, if you get one of them in your eye, fucking hell.
Yeah. All right. Then I will wish Rip luck and use Tiny Linger to give him a hug, and then we salute him and send him off on a very important information run. If that's cool with everybody else, we can always not do that. I don't.
I don't know. It could never hurt to expose people taking bribes from
Yeah.
the Sun God Call. ASAP.
And Ulvir seems like he would, if he can't decipher it, he has resources to get it quickly deciphered. So that's my thought.
Yes. And there is one final kind of like hidden compartment that had been unlocked by Chester.
Okay.
I'll check
which
that
was
in a
the one
sec.
on the final side.
Just another sort of probably question for Mitch Feelinger. Is there in this ritual anything that if they don't have, it won't happen? Like, say they need the toe of a giant, and then if we grab it, then the whole thing falls apart. That sort of idea.
Very fair question. You get the sense from like how they're talking about it, there's probably a couple of things that can destabilize it. They talk about the heat of a false sun. You get the sense, based on what's been kind of like around here as well, they might have a similar crystal to what's in this kind of raised chamber. And probably some mirrors to focus it as well. So from what you can see so far, without like fully sitting down and going through it, it's probably a case of like, if you can smash the mirrors, that'll definitely weaken it. If you can break this like central focus, that's it, probably done.
All right, okay. Very cool,
Okay.
very cool.
In the other room, not in this room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
by the
in the other
reactor.
room.
Yeah, I still think just as like a backup, we should, in case they can reroute power, we should maybe just do something in here. I'm gonna look at my bag.
Well, it is an old reactor.
I know, but I
It's
don't.
been like decommissioned.
All right, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust my DM. It's not pulling. He just wants us to move forward and not waste our time. I'm gonna trust that.
Okay, so Chester moves to the other thing that popped open.
Yes. So this is just kind of like a small, almost like a little pothole, because I can't think of the actual word. But a small kind of like recessed hole, and there is a single small golden vial of this golden liquid that kind of like
Alright.
sparkles like it has sunlight trapped in the bottle.
Last but not least, I've got a golden vial of a golden liquid, which is pretty cool. I assume.
I mean, you can do Arcana or an Identify if people want to figure
I'll
out what
do
it is.
a Arcana and then probably hand it to Linder. Let's just see. Oh, I know exactly what this is. It's a 14.
It definitely
cast
seems to be a
Identify.
potion.
I'm good with potions. That is
Chester
my,
can't
my
quite
minor.
figure out what kind of potion.
Yeah, maybe you could just confirm what I think it is. Linder, here you go.
Yeah, my my second major is in alchemy.
Mhm.
Alternate majory.
Majory.
Mhm.
21.
Just general majory.
General
Yes.
Majory.
My doctorate was going to be in necromancy, but now I'm trying to broaden my horizons to some other things.
This is definitely like a resistance potion. Clearly
Okay.
like a custom made potion. But above table it will grant resistance to radiant damage. So I have added to your shared treasure. It is called the Sunwake Elixir.
Unwake elixir.
So that's now in your shared treasure, along with all of the rations that you were questioning earlier. It's in your shared treasure. All of your provisions.
And it's radiant damage.
Yes, so it's resistance to radiant damage for an hour.
Also, just a small beef on my new spell because it bothers me, and I have to talk about it for a second. Where'd it go? So it says, as a bonus action, you can cause the spell to emit a burst of radiance, which would then tell me that it's going to
Radiant
be
damage,
radiant
but it's
damage.
necrotic instead. Yeah, I had the exact same thought when I read it.
So can it be radiant damage since it
Yes.
freaking says? Okay, thank you. That just bothered me. I was like, why?
Radiant
also-
necrotic damage. Yeah.
It also kind of makes sense that you would have like both types in a soul spell. Anyway, okay, thank you. I needed to get that out. It's been bothering me since I read it. No, okay. All right. Well,
Let's
that
go
might be
deeper.
something for Warden to hang on to, maybe, since he's usually our up close and personal. But yes, deeper.
Okay. Let's jump you
Jump us.
to here. Huddle characters.
He's jumping us, guys.
Boom. Get Hayden Christensen.
Oh, there we are. Gonna move and zoom.
I need to. Yes. And I need to refresh the map again, apparently. I don't know why it doesn't refresh itself.
Ooh, looks hot here.
Yes. So as you guys kind of head down this staircase, you enter out into a new chamber, and you can see massive furnaces are lining the chamber. They've got just like old heat glowing in the mouths, chains kind of hanging from overhead rails, and you can see there are scorch marks on the floor in concentric circles.
They're still on, eh?
It's kind of a weird one. They are dormant, but they seem to still be quite hot. And as you kind of enter in, there is like a as steam erupts from one of the nearby vents. It looks potentially hazardous to cross the floor here.
Can I do another perception check for this room?
Yeah, go for it.
Oof. It's 9.
You do not pick up anything interesting.
There.
Is there like a door on the opposite side or something? From like where we are?
There doesn't seem to be any visible doors, no.
Oh.
And we don't think that there's like a stairway up somehow underneath this reliquary. If we check
That was
another
in
lock.
the room above, and you went
Yeah, we're
Oh,
under.
we have.
through that staircase underneath
Oh.
it.
We did do that. Where? Hold on. Let me zoom out.
Yeah, you gotta zoom out.
Oh,
Let me.
okay.
I can probably center
I
everyone.
lost the thread of what was happening. I'm sorry. I was like, what is the thing? Okay. Okay. Okay.
All right, well, it doesn't look like there's any spots to stand anywhere. It's all sort of gonna hurt our toesies.
Potentially. You do have to cross the floor carefully from what you can see. I mean, you can all make a perception or investigation. Just because Warden didn't pass his doesn't mean you can try.
Yeah. And because I didn't pass mine?
Let's see. Well, yeah, no, yeah, that's right on. Right on.
Wow.
Oh,
You're good.
I'm gonna just move Rip out because he's not here.
Yes,
So what?
I will remove him. Remove from map. There we go.
Yeah. So this is just fire. That's just hot fire. Center?
That's like a big central furnace.
Yeah,
And then there's
hot
other
fire.
furnaces around the walls.
Okay. I'm gonna try to put my foot down on the floor and just see.
Yeah, you put your foot down. The floor itself isn't boiling, but like there are vents all over the floor. And you see like every now and then, almost sort of every handful of seconds almost,
Like a fire swamp.
steam kind of erupts from one of the vents.
And we don't see a way in or out other than the stairs that.
Not currently from where you're standing or from your perception checks. Because obviously you've stayed in the same part of the room for now.
All right. Well, I have an idea. I'm going to cast, using my saxophone of the bards, levitate on myself, and then I'm going to sort of, pick myself up here and work my way around these furnaces, sort of like pushing myself off to the next one. You can see what I'm doing.
As you make your way around, can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please? I'll give you advantage because you are floating above the vents.
I will need that.
Yes.
17.
17 just does it. As you're kind of almost towards like this back side of the room, you just narrowly avoid a jet of steam that would have really hurt. You can see all the furnaces do seem to have like controls on them. Whether it's to like activate or deactivate them, you're not entirely sure. But they do all seem to have controls.
And do I see anything in this corner here where I am now that I didn't from way on the other side?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Not with an 8, unfortunately.
Maybe. Guys, I could maybe play with some of these controls and that might turn off some of the spewing, steam.
Yeah.
I will say it took the wrinkles out of my suit, so it's not all bad.
Oh, excellent.
It's kind of fogging up the lens of my docent, so.
All right, so he'll climb down, levitate still on, in case he's got to pull himself back up and look at the controls. And if there's one that looks like an off button, he'll go for that one.
Give me, we'll say, You can do investigation, arcana, yeah, investigation,
That
arcana.
makes sense. They're the same, so I'll go investigation. All right. So, takes his best guess.
5.
With a 5,
Okay.
and praise on his luck to hold.
In that case,
Wish luck was a stat.
we will say there are 4 controls. You can roll a d4 for me.
Loves it. Lucky one.
You slam down on one of the buttons and you see the furnace starts to power up.
All right,
Get
that
hot.
was the opposite of what I wanted to happen. I will push the 4th button, assuming the furthest away from the one I just pushed is the correct one.
Yeah, you push the furthest away and you see the
Logic.
furnace starts to power down.
Can I see on the one next to me if it's the same setup on each of them?
Yes, every single one of
Okay.
them has the same
I'll
controls.
say. All right, you're gonna want to push the button that looks like it's got a number 4 on it, and then that'll turn. Oh shit! I just did a roll for no reason. Oh, a really good one! Yay! Wasted.
Oh,
You know when you accidentally click?
yeah.
All right.
It's okay, if you need to do a constitution check at any point in the
Safe.
rest of this session, we can use that.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Because we've
So
had some
I'll
bad
relay.
rolls today.
Yeah, you can push, and that'll turn them off, and then they won't explode as we work our way about this room.
Hey.
And he'll start working his way towards them doing it.
Yeah, I will need everyone who's doing it, please, to give me a dexterity saving throw.
I guess we'll just do it. We'll just.
Oof.
Oof.
Oh,
I'm
14's
gonna
not the
take my
worst.
inspiration, and I'm gonna
Yep.
re-roll mine. Well, 17, which passed last time, so...
yes.
I'll also use my inspiration.
22, there we go. I'm afraid, Balinga, we were looking for 15.
Ah! Oh well.
So Linga is going to take a little bit of fire damage as she gets buffeted by steam. Linga is gonna take 11 points of fire damage.
Oh,
See, Linger, you should have just rolled a nat one like us and then used the inspiration to unfail it.
Yeah. All right, 11. But
Um,
all the wrinkles are out of her suit.
yes.
yeah, see,
I will
not
say
all
as
bad.
well, as all of you are kind of like heading around the furnaces and turning them all off, they do look like if you needed to, you could potentially like sabotage the controls so that if you were being chased back through the chamber or you needed to make a quick escape, you could effectively set them up to create like a big steam trap for whoever's behind you.
We do that. Could do that right now.
Yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah, if you want to do that, you can do an Arcana check or use Chester's Thieves' tools. Or have both of you working together, but a 26 will do it.
Okay. Well, I mean, if Chester wants to do like one side and she can do the other side, that way everybody gets to do a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe have a look at mine, make sure I did it right.
The steam is blasting Chester in the face.
I'm gonna be all floofy.
You want me to
Yeah,
do
you
another
have-
Arcana, or we just want to?
No, it's fine. We'll carry it over to all of them. The 14 wasn't a big enough fail that it would cause an issue. But you have turned the furnaces off and then kind of rigged them so that you can basically kind of like hit the last one on the way out, and it will chain reaction. But there is now no longer any danger of steam blasting through the floor until you set it off.
Okay, cool. Yay!
So you can investigate the room a lot easier now.
All right. Gonna go to the edge of this furnace here and just sort of look around to see if for some crazy reason there's a hidden door where the fire is in the wall here. So she'll like walk around the whole thing. I'm gonna do investigation. She's doing a slow pace around. Only a 13. It is hot and weird.
Definitely no doors.
Okay. Because that just feels like something a weird sun god person would be like, oh, we'll put the flames cannot touch me, sort of bullshittery, which would make sense for them, but not for us, because the flames do touch us. Okay, well then.
I'm guessing my has 10 minutes passed since levitate, I would assume.
Probably by this point, with the sabotaging and the turning them
down
all off.
from my high.
Still playing the saxophone.
Do I have any? I don't. Do I have any ball bearings? Probably. Yes. I'm gonna throw a ball bearing in the middle, just for fun.
You throw a ball
See if
bearing
anything
in,
happens.
it just kind of
Yeah.
hits the middle and starts heating up.
All right. Just fun to throw things into a fire pit when given the opportunity.
Absolutely. I could have sworn one of you had a wand of secrets, but apparently not. Unless Mira has it. Don't tell me Mira has the wand of secrets.
Don't remember it ever coming up. Not to say that means anything.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Weird. I thought someone had one. Otherwise, I would have made it a bit more obvious for stuff here. Might be.
Well, hang on.
Should have double checked.
Wait. My character has been collecting wands, so let's see. I have a wand of secrets.
Do you?
Of course you do.
I thought
Well,
someone.
I mean-
Where's your? Is it not on your bandolier then?
No, I have the matrix thing that I keep to the spreadsheet. So I sometimes it's easier for me to find things on my spreadsheet than the other thing, but apparently, oh wait, no, hold on. Maybe I don't have, do I have it? I can't tell.
If not,
Do you want to say that we have it? I don't know.
I do have one idea.
Let's see what Chester's idea is first.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so in the center of the room, I'm gonna cast. You all sort of go to one of the edges of the room. I'm gonna cast fog cloud, and we'll see if the fog like escapes through, like, say, a hole in the wall, or like a hidden entrance or something. It's like when you have a pool that's leaking and you put a little dye in it, and then you see where the leaks are coming from, but with fog instead of ink in a pool. All right, here we go.
I like it.
And you cast fog cloud.
Yeah, so you cast fog cloud, and you can see some of the fog does start kind of shifting towards this area.
The fogs are shifting. I guess it's gonna take out a dagger and start tapping on the walls.
Yeah. I'll say with kind of the dagger and with the fog kind of helping a bit, and to avoid another bad perception roll, you make your way along the wall, and you can see right next to the corner there is kind of like a small recess that is the perfect shape and size for the wafer you were given earlier.
Oh. All right. We're going deeper. You all ready, though? Brace yourselves, because this seems like they could be behind this if we open this up.
Oh, in fact, apologies, I forgot to say as well, with all the furnaces off, the central one would have started to die down, and a small hidden alcove, kind of like a maintenance alcove almost again, pops open on the side of the main furnace in the center.
Oh. I did the honors last
If anyone
time.
wants
Wouldn't
to
you want to grab
investigate
that
that.
one?
Yeah, you can grab it. Warden, you want to grab it?
So
I can grab it.
cool. So you head over. Inside this little alcove, it looks like it's kind of supposed to be for like maintenance access. But someone has very clearly placed inside here this kind of like adult human palm-sized tear-shaped gemstone. It's kind of like yellowish in color. It's quite cold to the touch, but it does, like, if you do touch it, kind of like very faintly vibrate almost with magic. And you can see kind of like along the surface, like fleeting kind of dreamlike images. I'll put it in the shared treasure, but for now, no one yet knows what it is until it's either short rested with, or identified. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons.
Maybe Sauron is
Pick
watching you
treasure.
through that.
Yeah,
Let him.
Ooh.
add item.
It's just gonna be like, was it Mary or Pippin who held on to the? It was Mary.
I get them mixed up, to be honest.
I always get them mixed
Quite
up.
I think it's Merry.
That's like how he grabbed it and Sauron basically saw nothing because Marin didn't know a fucking thing.
I love it.
Here we go.
Where is the shared loot page again?
If you look at your equipment, because it's different for you than me, at the top of
Oh,
your
shared
equipment
treasure, I see
list,
it.
it says shared treasure. So you will now see added to it Tears of the Dreamer, which you of course don't currently know is a tear of the Dreamer. But if it's short rested with or identified, you will know.
Warden cast identify.
Do you have it with the docent?
No,
It would almost
wait.
make sense.
Actually,
if you could
wait.
integrate that in some way.
I have something with the dozen, don't I? No, I have detect magic.
Detect magic.
All right, so
Pretty
what are
cool.
we?
It is
What are we
magic.
needing?
I was hoping Mitch wouldn't know, so I could just freely cast identify.
Oh, well, I can cast identify. It'll just take a slot. Just fine. That's.
Okay,
Or
ritual
you can
cast.
take 10 minutes to do it if you want. No one seems
Oh,
to
I
know
can
you're
just
here at
use
the moment.
my scribes thing, and once a day I can do a ritual without it taking 10 minutes.
Oh.
So it'll
That
take a
also
minute.
works. Yeah, if you want to do that, then this is.
Then let me click.
So this is a
Where-
Tear of the Dreamer. You can spend a short rest meditating on the images within the gem, and during your meditation, you experience a memory held within the gem as determined by the GM, not to be confused with the gem. When you complete the meditation, you gain proficiency in either sleight of hand, acrobatics, or a forgery kit. only one creature can gain this benefit at a time, and once it's been used, it can't be used again until the next dawn. Additionally, the gem can be ground into a fine dust that can be used in place of spell components of an equivalent monetary value. Doing so, of course, destroys the gem, and the worth of this particular gem is 10,000 gold pieces.
Wowzers.
If the
That's a
spell
lot.
consumes spell components, it will instead consume the equivalent value of dust. So say, for example, you only need 5,000 gold, it will just consume half of the dust.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a lot for like expensive spells. Not that I know I don't have any yet. I don't know if you do, Linger. You got any expensive spells yet?
Expensive? Yeah.
Well, there you go. That should have you covered for a bit then. If we
Sweet.
want to do that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna check my dog real quick.
All right, well, you guys want to go through this secret door now?
Funk Soul Brother, secret door now.
Right about now. Yeah,
seem
Chester's
to have
gonna
labelled most of
see if
this
he can
incredibly
at least
poorly.
figure out how to open this.
Yeah, I mean, there's a kind
passage.
of like recess for the wafer that.
The wafer, yeah.
Urvir
Okay,
gave
he's
you,
gonna
and you
take
can
his.
just kind of click it in, twist, and it pops
he's
open.
gonna click it in and twist.
Cool. You'll have to ignore the fact that you do not see a staircase for a minute. And in fact, I have slightly screwed up on how I've put you through the map. Interesting. This is what I get for putting labels over the top of pictures. So we are going to have to jump around slightly again. What a good song. My apologies for making a map quite a long time ago and then forgetting about it and labeling it in a hurry earlier today. How dare I?
Cool map.
It's a very cool map.
Yeah.
I was
I love
playing
the
around
dungeon.
with different map software, and this is what I get. It was a pain in the ass, and I will not be doing another map like this.
Very
but it was
cool
an
the way it's
interesting
done, though.
experiment. Yeah. Right. You all pop out here because I have put rooms so stupidly that if I were to put you in the actual next room and describe it, it would not match the description. But as you kind of step into here, you can see hundreds of polished mirrors that hang at impossible angles. As I refresh the map for the fucking stream, because it is not refreshed again. Hundreds of polished mirrors that kind of hang at all of these impossible angles. You can see light fractures into like radiant webs across the room. And at the center is another golden reliquary kind of suspended above a platform. We will put you all here because of how the room works. No need to worry about that yet. But yeah, you can see this kind of like, almost like lattice work beams of light kind of crisscrossing across the entire room. However, as you step into this room, I believe I'm going to have to end it there for this time. If that is all right. with
New
everyone.
room, ending at it.
Alright.
Makes sense to me.
And
It's a big hecking
Urvir
crystal,
will be
too.
following in your footsteps and delivering Mira to you next time.
Heck yeah.
We could use the
Because you
precision,
have-
that's for sure.
Yeah.
functionally disabled 99% of the traps, so he can just breeze right through with her.
Oh yeah. Lovely.
If
The
you
only one that might
subscribe
cause
to
an issue is
Mirror
the pressure
Express,
plates.
if you subscribe to Mirror Express, you actually get same-day shipping for a free Mirror.
Yes. Absolutely. Cool. With that, thank you to everyone who joined us. I hope you guys enjoyed. One free Miura indeed with every purchase.
While supplies last.
While supplies last, of course. There is not an infinite supply of Miuras. That would be terrifying. Yeah, cool. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah,
I
thank
hope
you for
everyone
running.
enjoyed. Sorry it was a bit of a shorter one this week, but I got
Yeah.
things to do.
Boo things.
I did also set this up with a lot of intention that I hope was quite clear, because I feel like there's not been many opportunities for Chester to showcase some of the other rogue abilities of trap disarming and trap finding and
I love
door
a
lock
dungeon.
picking. So I tried to throw one in because I know he has also requested a few. And this just felt like a very good place to throw one in. It's an abandoned old maintenance area
Yeah.
that has
good
been
idea. Belly of the city.
reappropriated for cult activities. It was just perfect.
Yeah.
But we will pick up next time in what is very affectionately referred to as Area 5, the Mirror Reliquary.
Maybe say that 3 times.
Puzzle Trap : Sun Path. Who
Ruby,
knows
Ruby,
what that
Ruby.
means? I do.
Woohoo.
Also,
Well, thank you.
peek behind the DM screen. There was no solution to the 3 rings. Whatever you said that made the most sense was the solution.
Yay.
And with that,
Jamming.
it is goodbye from me. I wanted to see what would happen if I left it with no solution. Obviously, if you guys had taken ages playing with it, I would have asked for a roll and then come up with a solution on the spot and told you. But it's sometimes fun to do that. Sometimes, okay, your solution to your puzzle is not as easy as you think it is. So if you don't put a solution in, it makes it a lot easier for them. Just let them do something plausible or pass a roll and say yes.
Yep.
Sometimes that's the best puzzle. They'll never guess the answer. So don't make them.
Or you could just buy like a children's puzzle book, you know?
No, I've done
Like a book
children's
of
puzzles
and
before.
riddles.
I've done children's
God.
puzzles before. Okay. I play with other people over the age of
Children.
20 and they still struggle with children's puzzles. There is no beating the stupidity of a player under pressure. It's not intentional. Players aren't necessarily dumb, but when you're under pressure, brain go dumb.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it was a pleasure. It's nice seeing everybody.
You as
It
well.
was indeed. I agree, Steph, you are. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.